He's back. All right, guys, you're on.
Man,
Good morning.
I'm really glad that intro took a little long because I almost
It
choked on
did.
my water.
I'm glad you
I was
didn't
like,
spit
I
it
gotta
all
get a
over
drink
the
real
place.
fast. Almost threw it up. So
Water challenge.
yeah. So,
Guys,
welcome back.
Yes.
welcome back. Hey, you did great last week talking to
Well.
yourself with Jeff, you know.
Thank God Jeff was there to talk to.
We
or
pulled
else,
it.
I know. I was waiting for Jeff to come sit on the chair.
If
and
I
be
would have
like,
started answering
Hey, he
myself, I
asked
would
me
have
to.
had problems. So
He actually asked me to,
He
and I
did?
said, well, what if the show goes down? He goes, yeah, you got a point.
hey, and then it went down, right?
and it went down, see?
Well, I'm glad you're on the other side. We
Stupid
often, you know, we don't give him as enough credit as he needs.
know.
Like, he does
Yeah,
a
it's all
lot.
good. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
It's tough. It's hard being the man behind the camera.
They
you
hear
know?
me. Trust me, they hear me.
Yeah. So
It's Tuesday, guys.
Taco Tuesday.
We're not even halfway through this week
Tuesday,
yet.
we don't have any tacos.
No tacos.
No, we should
Man.
go to get tacos after this.
I actually have to go meet Destry for lunch today.
Why didn't I get an invite?
Well,
He's got his own agenda.
I've got a little secret agenda I'm working on. So
It probably has
Sorry,
to do with
Kristy.
football.
what? Me working on football? That doesn't happen.
How
This
could that
guy.
even?
So I'm super excited because we do finally have a football game.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah,
Where's it
so
at?
We are in Yuma,
Yuma.
this week. So
Yuma.
Mojave's in Yuma. Is River Valley at home again?
We're home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you open with 2 home games and open with a trip to Yuma?
Listen, it pays to know people.
Good
You know what
Lord,
I'm saying?
I'm
RVHS, go
playing.
fight, win.
Yeah.
No,
Jeez
just kidding.
Louise. So,
It's Kingman, so
Oh, that
your
should be a
game's
good
going
man,
to be a
yeah.
little rougher than ours, I believe.
yeah, we'll see. I think you'll have a better crowd.
I hope so. Come see the game Friday.
Yeah, that was a great crowd last Friday. That was
It
cool.
was.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's
does that mean
'cause
River
you-
Valley JV plays tomorrow at home?
Yeah. Ooh, good
We're gonna have to go
question.
watch
Oh, it
that
must be
game.
home.
So
well,
it's
I was
really
gonna say
weird.
it's because your team snuck in and like watched us. What's going on?
Oh, we didn't.
I
sneak
saw a
in.
lot of green around
Yeah,
there.
there's no
They-
green.
they snuck in
we
to
roll all
spy.
black and gold now, so we rolled in black and gold. But
Guys.
it was so wild, especially this JV game, because I think I've coached like a half dozen of those kids.
Yeah, I mean it's really a different thing with the sports nowadays because really everyone is so intermingled that you have coached these kids from baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. You see
Kind
these
of like
little
high
helmet.
five, high five.
I'm sitting over there
I
on the
know
sideline,
you.
and I see the little helmet run over there, and I'm like, "What the hell's this kid doing?" And it's some kid. He's, "Hey, coach." I'm like, "Oh, hey, man, what's up?" You know, so pretty
Yes, it is cool.
cool. And you had a pretty fun little trip up to Kingman yourself.
Yes, we went to the winery. I don't know if you guys have seen the community spotlight. If you have not, you have to
So
check it out.
I didn't even think that there would be a winery in Kingman. I don't know why or why I was so surprised. And I was like, "Holy cow!" That's
Jeff, I
so
think that you
cool.
can agree with me that when you drive into the spot and you see miles and lots of land of wineries, you almost feel like you're driving like into Temecula or somewhere.
Yeah, you can't believe there's so many of them.
Yeah, it just kind of takes you into this different space.
Yeah.
And you get out there and it's really immediately that relaxing.
Should we show
So-
a little clip of it?
Yeah,
or-
how much work did you actually have to do? It looked like you did quite a bit.
Well, I
You
did.
should have brought gloves or
I
something.
know, I did. I did have some gloves just in case because I was not sure
She didn't know
what
how much
it was
work
going to
she was in
entail.
for.
You don't want these
Yeah.
nasty hands like me.
No, well, and you know that
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
very good at sweating, so it was a
I'm
little
great
warm.
at sweating. It's just not really fun. Yeah, look at that.
Look
The
at all-
drone shot, amazing, Jeff. Kudos to Jeff. I'm excited to have this gentleman on the show, you guys.
Oh, he's coming on? When's he coming
yeah,
on?
he will be here the first weekend in October.
So you're saying this guy just up and relocated, huh?
Yes, so he came all the way. He was actually stationed for work in Ukraine,
Oh,
and his
man.
wife lived in Texas. And he realized that making millions of dollars was nothing if he wasn't with his family.
True.
And just
Oh, wow.
found this winery.
Well, welcome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How's it been going?
Let's
how's
fast
the
forward
wine?
to this part where the wine is, because I think this was the most interesting part.
I love this music
Right.
My
right
favorite.
here.
This is my favorite part right here. I was like, I think I've watched this video on the internet before, where it's just satisfying.
It's so cool. I know I said like seed to sell a million times, but the truth of the matter is they even bottle their own wine. They put their own stickers on there. They name their own wines. So impressive.
So I still think that we should go up and like buy a case and then give those away for our little gift baskets and stuff.
Well, listen, you want me to go back to the winery? I am in.
Don't twist her arm.
Yeah.
She'll be there in a heartbeat.
No problem.
But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, the way they this was really interesting
Yeah, I
as well.
thought this was so gross.
It
I was
looks
like, what is that?
Oh my gosh, when you actually see the
and
fizz
smell it
of it,
and smell it.
yeah, immediately it
The
smells
grapes
like
smell
wine.
so sweet.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
honestly, I could have stayed here with this family all day.
Yeah, I'm
The
surprised.
wife made us breakfast.
I'm surprised you came back.
I know. We didn't want to.
Yeah, very cool. Very
Really
cool.
cool.
So,
Yeah, it was.
You've had some really cool ones lately, and us who go out and do these community spotlights, we never know which ones are kind of fun and kind of lame, and man, they've been good lately.
They've been good. The Shiver River, smaller place, but delicious food. I mean, you kind of just think of ice cream, but the food is really good too.
Yeah,
So you should go there for lunch.
very exciting.
They're open Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays right now.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so you weren't here
No.
because your daughter got in a car accident.
Yeah. Worst
scary.
phone call ever.
Get the tissues ready. Hold on.
Yeah, super dramatic. I'm a crybaby anyways, but I will be honest, when you get that phone call and you just don't know what is really happening,
Yeah.
it's really, a throat punch.
My son's starting to drive here in the next couple weeks. He's been with his permit, and it just terrifies me. Like, these crazy people on the road.
Well, and I mean, we know. I literally take all the back roads because our main roads are crazy.
Yeah, so crazy.
So the nice thing about it was we were able to do everything online and get her a car by Friday. She was sent home with
Shout
a new
out
car.
to the boys for helping
Yes.
out and going the extra mile
Gonzo,
and doing the whole thing.
Tristan,
Right here at Findlay.
Right here at Findlay.
And we, we went on the radio yesterday and we talked about it a little bit. And I think maybe it kind of gets lost that you can do all that. You always see these commercials. I love these
Yeah.
commercials. They make me so mad. And they're like, you have to
don't
go to the car
want
dealer and they chain you to the desk. And we're like, no, if you could just come in and sign your paperwork and leave, that'd be great.
it's
you
so
know? Like,
easy. Yes.
we don't want to. We don't need you here for 5
No,
hours.
you can do
Like,
your application online. You can do everything through text or email. And you just come in and sign on the dotted
Yeah,
line.
you do the whole thing. Pick up the car. Obviously, you inspect the car, make sure it works out for you.
Yeah, you want to drive it. You want to smell it
Yeah.
like we talked about. You want to
We
sit
joke
in
about
it.
smelling it, but I'm 100% serious. Like, cars have a smell.
They
Like,
do.
people have a smell. Cars have a smell.
Absolutely.
Like, I always have that weird flashback when we get these old trade-ins. Reminds me of, like, getting in the old grandma cars when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like the doors squeak.
Yeah, and they got that, like, weird dry smell. I don't know.
I know. I will say the cool part is that we carry the Carfax information, so we were able to see, from the moment her car was bought, where the oil changes were done, where the maintenance was done. So kudos to us because I was happy to be able to know what I was putting her in.
And very rarely do we actually get to operate as consumers.
Yeah.
We're in this thing all the time, and we have a different experience. But you happen to be out of town and
Oh, there's my
at
girl.
home. Yeah,
I had
there
to
you
throw.
go.
I had
Good
to show the
job,
car.
Jeff.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
There she is,
so
So
proud.
exciting. So exciting.
and the car's nice.
It's really nice.
She really has a nice car.
Yes.
So that's not her first car, obviously, but that's the first one she's bought. Is that correct?
That's all on her own right
Yeah,
there.
very cool. So
Yes.
I just
Good
think back
stuff.
to the first car I bought, and I think it was like a '92 S10 Blazer that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
that had the rickety doors.
oh,
for
I
sure.
was so pumped on that thing, and I drove it back and forth to California all the time. Didn't think twice about it, and I think I bought it.
Did you have a
with
cell phone or no cell phone?
I think I had an early cell phone.
Like
It was
the big
basically
one?
not having a cell phone.
Was a brick.
It was like this big, and it had an antenna you had to pull out. And
Oh,
then
did
got
you have to-
terrible service.
did you have to put the
I had
antenna
no
on
games on
the-
my phone.
On the car?
No, those are the. That's
My
my
parents'
age.
first
You're going back to
cell
my
phone
age
had
on
the antenna that
Yes.
was
The magnetic.
Yeah, it was stuck to the car on the outside.
Now we got the whole world at our fingertips like this.
Right. No
and,
antennas needed.
We don't even know what to do as parents without it. I don't know
It's
what
pretty
I would
funny.
do if I couldn't get a hold of my kids 24/7. I mean, who
Be
did?
scary, huh?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
text Benjamin Class right now and yell at him if he answers.
Why are you answering my
Tell them to
text?
keep your phone
I'll
off.
post things on my Instagram and I'll see some of the boys, the players, and my son, and I'll be like, "Why aren't you paying attention in class?
What
What are you on your
the
phone
Why are you
for?"
liking
Yeah.
my video?
For
You
real.
know? I just rattle myself out that I'm paying attention to what you guys are doing. So.
Yeah.
I don't ever say, like, I have a few friends on Snap and stuff, and I never say anything about it. I just keep it locked in and kind of adjust my day around it because I do not want them to remember I have friends and
Yeah.
other places.
Hey
Paying
guys,
attention.
I got something I want to bring up that we're having over at the new car dealership. It
Let's
is the
hear it.
food drive.
Yes.
Can everybody
Yeah,
bring in
so
some food? And
I don't know if you guys have heard, but the local food banks are having trouble getting food.
we need food.
We need food. So basically, we had one of our local food banks come to us and say, please help. So normally we do this in November, but we're starting now. So if you have some cans of food, I believe like Top Ramen, things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, anything that's going to
noodles.
last. Obviously, you know, everyone's done a food drive probably since elementary school, so those types of foods, and
This is
yeah,
important.
really unique situation where they're low on food or out of food and need support. So,
Yeah.
Right.
if you are able, if you're in the neighborhood, especially if you're one of our employees, grab some canned foods, and I believe
Yeah.
they're allowed to do they decide on T-shirts.
Well, the used car lot gets to do T-shirts, our Findlay shirts, and the new gets to do jeans.
There you go. But
But
you got to
you have
bring
to
some
bring in
food.
food.
Got to bring that food in though.
Yes.
Or you can't do it.
But know that if you do out in the public, or all of us, that it's going to local food banks,
Yeah,
which is
that's
super
right.
You
important.
know what's funny is I brought a bunch of food, and I don't like wearing jeans, so I was like,
Well, I'm taking your food credit then.
if they were gonna do something, I'd bring like
Me and
a,
Jeff, we're in.
Yeah.
I'd bring like
I
a
like
bucket
jeans.
of food if I could wear a sleeveless shirt. I'd be so happy.
Oh, come on,
Just cut the
meathead.
sleeves
He's like,
right
tank
off
top?
the,
Can we wear a tank top?
Yeah, right off the collared shirt. I'm fine with the collar. That doesn't
You'll keep
bother
the collar.
me. Stupid sleeves.
Get out.
So annoying.
We got a lot going on in the community. Everything's starting.
Well, if you
Obviously,
live in
we've got
town,
football.
you know that fall is go time for this town.
Yes, we got 50-50 at the games. Do
Mm-hmm.
not forget that. Bring your money. It goes back to the athletic club, which is super
I don't
exciting,
think we saved
and to
the
the winner.
video, but I believe the guy won almost $500
Yeah.
and gave it right back.
He did.
Right
He has a
back to
player on the
school,
field.
So, yeah.
pretty
Is that
exciting.
a Purdy?
That'll be in the community spotlight.
Yeah.
The spotlight, I'd say.
Yeah,
The spotlight.
Jeff's back in the game with the spotlight.
Sport lights,
Those
so
will be
look,
coming out, yep.
Look out for those.
I really like our themes. Everything's sport light, spotlight.
I know.
You know, it's pretty
Listen,
funny.
it's all about the light.
It's all about the
Follow
light.
the light.
Kristy always makes everything so woo woo. She's like, it's
Let
all
there-
about the light.
So-
Let
through
there
the
be light.
crystals in your aura, and you're like, is it?
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever,
Listen, we're gonna
so-
manifest it. You manifest your way, I manifest
Your
my
crystal's
way.
like some beautiful pink thing, and
Yeah.
I'm like rock.
Rock.
You know, just everything hits me and just runs right off.
Black
so,
and gold rock.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's,
my Lord,
that's
oh,
about
this
it,
guy.
so,
You know, you're I'm your yin to your yang,
yeah, that's
even if you don't want to admit it.
apparently that's my role. I'm the dark nothingness. So.
Oh boy.
The Batman, as we talked about.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
were
know
on
if
the
you caught our
radio
show.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck happened here?
We realized that they're the sidekick to me and Loki. Bree
Yeah,
and
we
him.
thought me and Bree were the Batman, and apparently you guys think you're Batman.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
you can't have two Batmans. Like that just
You
doesn't
cannot.
make sense.
Although I'll take the Robin side.
Yeah, I'm not taking
I'm a
Robin.
pretty good Robin.
No,
let
I
me
would
tell
go
you.
like a whole different. I would go
Catwoman.
I'd
Maybe
probably
I'm
go
Catwoman.
I think I'd go supervillain if that was my choice. I always
Good Lord.
growing up watching comic book, I always said, man, the supervillain's kind of got a point. You know, like
You could see his side of everything.
yeah. I remember watching
You're like the Grinch. You want to be the Grinch too?
Grinch had a point. I'm just saying, made sense if you thought about it. Just saying.
We have. I think today is the last day to do the Community Achievement Award nominees. That's pretty
I
big.
thought I saw a thing that yesterday was the last day, but
It was,
either
but they
way,
expanded it. I want to say a couple more days.
very cool.
I believe.
And do
Maybe
you
I'm
know
wrong.
anyone who got nominated?
Oh, me! I got nominated. I don't know who nominated me, but I'm so excited.
Yes.
This is the best thing ever.
You know, and I'm excited for you because, you know, if you have been around, you know that you've worked with us for a long time and you've done a great job in every aspect of what you've done. But clearly, this is what you are made for,
Thanks.
right? You're not made to sit back there and answer emails. That's
No,
not
I don't
your
want
thing.
to. This is so fun. This is so wonderful.
Yes, so I'm very excited. It's so fun to get recognized, and it doesn't
Yeah.
happen very often. You know, like we typically find ourselves on the giving end of most things. You know,
Yeah.
we go do community spotlights for free for people. We really want to, you know, put a spotlight on our community.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get a little spotlight back on you.
We appreciate you guys following those too. The sports lights, the spotlights, our shows. We are getting a lot of great feedback. We are booked up for the Thursday show till the middle of October. So we appreciate you guys wanting to come and see us.
And although on my own things I post and ghost quite a bit, I just share some random nonsense and then don't give it another thought. And somebody's like, "What were you thinking?" I said, about what?" But we love getting feedback on the community spotlights, even if it's just, "Hey, that's cool, great job," whatever. We really appreciate it, and it kind of helps us, know if we're going in the right direction or not. So.
And if you want to be on
giving back.
a spotlight, get a hold of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you shoot a message into us, you're probably going to get a sales chat service first. The guys are trying to sell you something, but just let them know you're messaging for the spotlight, and they'll get us in contact with
That's
you.
right.
So.
Or you can message me privately, you privately. I mean, at the end
I
of the day.
might have you blocked, though. So.
We're pretty much out there.
Just kidding. I don't have anybody blocked.
We have so much going on. The Chiari Walk's coming up September 9th, too. Don't forget about that.
What's the date? What is it?
September 9th.
No, what's the date today? I'm trying to figure out where we're at.
I don't even know.
Today's the
Why do I
23rd.
feel like
So you know
that's
what's
the
funny?
17th
August.
And I'm sure you know because you're around football players, we talk in weeks. We're like, this is week 1,
Week
week 2,
That's
week
right.
3. And what the date is irrelevant
It doesn't even
because
matter.
it's just a different calendar in your
What the
head.
Friday brings, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to wrap my head. I don't know what the dates of any of these games are, but you're like, week 1, we got this. Week 2, we got that.
He knows what a
Yeah.
2-minute warning is.
I
as
know
well.
whether I'm home or away.
Jeff has to talk to me in football lingo so I can get ready for the show.
No, that's one way to get his attention.
Yeah. Shane,
Yeah.
we're in the 2-minute warning. You need to sit down.
Sound check.
Listen.
2-minute warning. All right.
That
Well,
is
it's
true.
time to go. So.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, it's just a different zone, especially as a coach. That's a lot because you really do then start to base your whole next 3 months just on where you're going and what you're doing and where you need to be.
If you're not a football person, we seem like a cult.
Yeah, you wouldn't
You are
understand.
cold.
You wouldn't understand.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
It's a
baseball
football
too,
thing.
though. You
Yeah.
get in those zones and it's
True.
serious.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is.
So who you got on the show this week?
We have Mojave Valley Junior High, Patrick Turco. He's going to be out here.
Turco.
Mr. Turco.
Yes.
Old
I'm
Turco.
excited. He has.
He's
He's bringing
excited.
someone else too, so it's good. We're back to school. Let's find out what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, we can't wait to get to the back to school. I got my first athlete of the week today,
Athlete
Ah,
of the week
cool.
is back.
which I can't announce. I'm excited
yet,
though
huh?
because it's such a fun thing, and obviously leads back up to our Aces Awards and all
Yes.
that other stuff. But everything we do really starts on the ground. It starts with
Yeah.
being out there, seeing people, knowing people, seeing what's going on. I mean, if we don't know, it's hard for us to help. So it really starts with that.
Between myself and you, we are pretty much everywhere. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I just decided to give up on a social life. So
Social life.
You get around.
yeah.
I get around.
Yep, absolutely. So very exciting.
No, you're right. Well,
50-50
and that's the
went
thing.
well.
It's pretty cool, when you look at the big scheme of things, we sell cars, but we also get to give back because of all of you supporting us with purchasing cars also.
It's such a cliche thing that a lot of people say is that, yeah, you're doing this thing, but we're in the people business. And I can't think of a more accurate description of what Findlay does than,
People business.
why on earth does a car dealership do some of this stuff? Because we care about the community and we care about the people. And that's really our passion, like what we do is sell cars. What we do is service vehicles. But what we're passionate about is our community and being a big part of that. So
It's cool.
Agreed.
We
Yep.
get to be such a big part of the youth organization also, which is wonderful. I know that's where my heart is, where your heart is.
Well, I'll tell you, it all starts there. And if you think about starts there, those kids go up. They're all. How many of those kids do you remember from when they were young that now are starting their own families? I mean, that cycle's much faster than you realize.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, it's
College,
crazy. I was
families
out,
buying houses.
Gosh, where was I? Probably the gym. I don't know. But
Most likely the
I
field
had
or the
like
gym.
3 people come up. Hey, coach, how are you? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that now. And it's like, how are you old enough to do that? And I'm thinking, shoot, that was 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
So-
well, Tristan, the car salesman here, he was my cheerleader. He's going to kill me for saying this, but yeah, he did
Why is he not
football.
Why is he not doing cheers for us? Jeez.
And I just, you just take a moment to think he's got a family now and owns a home, and it's pretty. It just goes to show, when you keep these kids busy and give them time, whether it's in band, whether it's in chess club.
Yep.
It's
I agree,
important.
and that's something that obviously, nobody wants to listen to me in a chess club because I don't
Probably
know,
not.
but-
You're a little bit
And
rough
now,
for the chess
My
club.
daughter beat me at chess last time we played, I think. And yes, we do play chess, but she gives me a run for my money. She just turned 10, so chess is not where I belong.
No.
But whatever your thing is, just be passionate about it, pursue it,
Yeah.
and go for it. You know.
National Honor Society. There's so many
They
things
don't
you
want
can
to hear
get
from
into.
me either.
They might like me. I like to talk, so maybe I could. I'm gonna go visit the National Honor Society people. All these kids.
They would
So
tell
we
me
gotta-
to get out and go to the weight room. They'd be like, "You belong over there, sir."
We got a couple shout outs, guys. I just want to shout out some names of some people that are shouting us out.
All right.
So we got Lori Mason saying good morning, guys.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
You got William Wilkinson that says hi there.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for watching.
I can't believe it's still morning. I'm so hungry.
Is it afternoon?
I feel like it's lunchtime.
And
it's
Lori-
10:30, but it's lunchtime.
Lori also said, glad to know there is a winery close by. Never would have known.
Me
Listen, there's actually a few of them
I would
up
have
there.
never known.
It's pretty cool. You definitely want a driver because you want to enjoy yourself. But I think that you could. Well, he has a lot of events going closer into October, which we'll find out more when he comes to visit.
Yes.
But the wineries up in Kingman, yeah, search them. They're amazing.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
I honestly would have never thought about it, and then once I saw it, I was like, "Oh wow, that's like
It's
that's the
legit.
real deal."
Even when you hear, you're like, okay, But it's
when you see
it
it in
is-
person, it's a
yeah,
whole new ball
It
game.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right up the road.
Laughlin Tours actually does a tour where they take you up. I think it's, I don't know how much, but they take you up and you visit the wineries and you do lunch up there and then they bring you back.
You know, and there's like two types of people in town, right? Where it's like there's nothing to do, and then I have so much to do, I don't know what to do next. And
Yeah.
but that's one of those things. If you're one of those, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Man, just hop on board, go for a ride, check it out.
It will not
you know,
disappoint.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
And one more shout out, Juan Lopez
Oh, hey, Juan.
says hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
morning, everybody.
All
You
right.
guys,
I got my
beautiful
shout outs
day.
out. All right. You guys go ahead.
Thank you,
yeah,
Jeff.
appreciate it. That was great. It's so fun to like interact with people.
It is. We
'Cause
appreciate
Lord
it.
knows we love to talk to people.
We love to talk to people. They might just have us in the right spot.
Oh,
I
jeez.
always say, I'm so thankful for my job.
You know what the difference between you and me is, though?
Oh,
When
boy.
I'm done, I'm done. Like, I get done, so usually after this, go football practice, wrap up day, whatever, and I basically yapped all day. And
Yeah.
I go home, and I'm like, done.
Doesn't want to talk no more.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Just
Kristy's
me,
out there.
and some cookies.
Kristy's
Li-
still out there
listen,
talking.
Yeah, when we go to the grocery store, my kids will be like, "Don't make eye contact, Mom," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm trying." I'm like, I cannot make eye contact and say hello."
No matter where she goes, it's like that too.
No,
Not just the
it's-
grocery store.
I
just
get it.
love
Same
people.
way. Yep. So me and Benjamin,
I'm a hugger.
of course, we
You're not.
No, I'm not. Where's that meme with the dog's like, don't touch me? That's me. That's,
Tail between the legs. Get
But
out of here.
we go to Vito's quite a bit,
Yes.
and I would say probably 4 out of every 5 trips, somebody will either sit or stand at our table and
Sit.
talk for a solid 15 minutes. And it's not that I don't appreciate it, but I'm usually in my I'm done with this phase.
And
Just
hungry.
trying to eat dinner with my
Yeah.
Oh,
son.
look, I'll eat in front of anybody. Like, if you're in the
Yeah.
car business, you've eaten at your desk most of your life. And
True.
so I'll sit there and I will eat and just talk, going back and forth. But
Hey, you guys spent a lot of time on the river this weekend.
we did, finally.
How was that?
Well, it was bittersweet because my daughter, for her birthday, went with her mom to Universal.
Well, and she's 10.
She's 10.
You're reaching the teenage girls. Woo! Watch the eye roll, my friend. Watch the eye roll.
Yep.
So, you know,
Happens fast.
my daughter, we went and had a pizza and cake at my mom's house, kind of
Before
trying
she
to
left.
lump it all in. And she sat there, and it was like she had an adult attitude overnight. It was so funny. She was talking crap. She was being sarcastic.
Hey, she
and I was
is
like,
sassy.
oh, boy, yeah.
She has like a girly version of your smartness. Like what you would say. I spent the time at the Boombox Parade last year, and Costa was kind of razzing her, and she just was like, not doing this. You're not funny. And I was like, dude, you are your dad with like a girl spin. It was just like, yeah.
She's the best. She's my baby.
Hilarious. I love her.
Bums me out. Like, it's very odd. I'm not saying you don't want but man, when it's your little baby girl, she's so perfect, and then you just
Yeah.
get older, and you're like, she's still my baby girl, and it's just wonder where it's like.
Wait till
Not
she
my
says.
baby girl.
Wait till she
Listen,
tells
I'm
you,
your
Dad.
baby girl, but I would like my own space.
I was gonna say, wait till she says, "Dad, don't drop me off in front at the school."
Yeah.
Then you know you're no good.
Funny
no more.
story. She has told me that many times already.
Yeah, go
She's
around the
like-
side.
But that's because we would notoriously roll up into Mauk and have the windows down and some probably inappropriate music blasting, and she's just sitting there going, "Oh
She's
my
like,
God, Dad,
please
stop."
don't. You're making a
We went to a
scene.
daddy-daughter dance one time, and I was like, "Baby, I'm not really a dancer." She's like, "Oh, it's fine." And so the song comes. I think it was Jimi Hendrix. And I was air guitar, and she's like, "Do not do that in there." Oh.
She's like, listen, you're uninvited.
I thought
They
we were
start making
cool.
the
I guess
rules.
we're not like
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah,
That's where you start to realize that what we think is cool is not so cool.
Not so cool.
I was telling
Although
kids,
it
like,
seems
I know everybody. They'll be like, I'm going to a party, and like, whereabouts? And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, I'm like, oh, that's Betty Sue's house. They're like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, pal,
Yeah.
I know that.
Been
I know.
around, been
Yep.
around.
You tell me what
I've been
area,
around.
I can pretty
I
much
played
figure
in
out
this
who's having the party.
men's basketball league this year, and I'm the old fat football coach guy, right? These young kids out there, and so I go play in this thing, and all these younger basketball players and these kids kind of like look up to and this and that, and they're all coming up to me, hey man, you're playing again, you're doing this and that, and these kids are looking at me like, who the hell are you? Man, I was around before I was a
Like,
40-year-old
listen.
football coach. Like, give me a break. Jeez.
Hey guys, we got another comment. It's from Donnie Kennedy. Says, "Good morning. This is the first time listening. I love it."
Good morning.
Because
Welcome.
everyone loves listening to Kristy's cheer.
Listen, it is Tuesday. We went in to
Wait
do
till
the
you hear the new radio
radio.
ad.
And they said, oh, it's Kristy and Shane coming on? And I was like, good morning, it's Monday. They're like, yes, okay,
Yeah.
you guys are welcome on Mondays. Most people are not.
Yeah, they did the little intro, and I was like, all right, hey, good morning. And
Oh,
Kristy,
yeah, it's Monday.
bam, nailed it. And I said, oh, thank God
Love
she's
it.
here. Yeah, so,
Welcome to the show. Thank you for
Very
watching.
cool. Appreciate everybody watching. And if you get a chance, check us out on the other things we do. And
Yes.
I'm excited for the week.
Yeah, we'll have the
Get it
sports
started.
light coming out, and then we got our Thursday show. Tune in at 10:30.
Check out Patty Turco.
Turco on the set.
Turco,
Yes.
Western Pennsylvania guy. Do you know he's from like a town away from where I was from?
I did not know. Do you know that he wears Crocs with the American flag on them? It's pretty
Does not
impressive.
surprise me at all.
I know. I'm hoping that he has them on
Yeah,
on Thursday.
really excited for Turco to come on. He's
We'll see Patrick on Thursday.
Yep, absolutely. So, guys, I'm all talked out. I'm ready for lunch.
Let's
All right.
do this.
Let's do this.
All right,
Thank
get
you.
out of here.
Have a
Bye,
wonderful
everybody.
day.
All right, bye everybody.